Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. The Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Golden Gophers offense will get first crack at it today. And out there ready to hunt is this terrific linebacking core.
And that matchup with this running back versus these linebackers is a lot of fun. And David, one thing talking to the defense this week is that they take pride in stopping the run. And these linebackers told us in meetings, this guy has not seen a defense like us, and they definitely have not played a linebacking unit as athletic as we are. We are looking to make a statement in this one by shutting this guy down.
And I love the confidence of the young guys, and I love the confidence of this defense, and they got some swag. But make no mistake, this running back is good, and this might be the best guy that they've seen. So can he make plays? Can he make those guys miss and still be the engine of this offense?
Balls it in on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Hard running there. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Caught, and he's got room. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Now the play fake. Got a man, it's Thompson. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the...
Looking for the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hoosiers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Josh Hoover. Passed for more than 350 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Might have a chance. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Looking for space, it's Beebe. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 1st down. Got it. Runs through the tackle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
Dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get it to him in space, and watch. He'll break the tackles, he'll make those plays, but nice job getting the ball out fast to his playmaker and letting him do the rest.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Underheat, and he gets rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He makes the catch at the 10. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke. The year before that, they have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have consistency.
Makes the catch and he's free. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Hoosiers are marching down the field. Running inside. It's Richard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
And the Hoosiers want to move quickly.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They get to him as he throws. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the back. From the red zone, it's Richard. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This defense has given up ground, but stood tall at the end. Forced a field goal last time. They'll try to do it again. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called by the Golden Gophers, and that's their last one. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Makes the catch. It's Helms. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. And down he goes. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Makes the catch at the 35. He gets a block. Smashes through the tackle. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got there.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Racing down the left side. The 30. Running inside the 20. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen, though.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? Dropping back, it's Hoover. With the catch, it's Marsh. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's shot. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with North Texas taking on the Florida Atlantic Owls. And it's the Mean Green coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. It gets them to 4-1 on the season, and it's got to be looked at as a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Bloomington. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Indiana's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Makes the catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Richard. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
To throw, it's Hoover. Finds his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Never a doubt. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side now. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Taylor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage? Not
upstairs to make the catch. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Richard. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. To the air, it's Lindsey. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on second down. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success.
Snags it and he's open. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. They'll line up for a second down play. On the run, it's Turner. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. The screen, and watch out. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Richard. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball. Turning it on! And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. He'll set up to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Makes the grab down the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. The Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. The run inside. It's Richard. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Caught. Touchdown, Indiana. They move on top here in the 4th. The Hoosiers right back at him.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're